Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Layla here. If this is the first time watching any of my videos, I welcome you. In today's video, we are going to be talking about infertility and IUI. Infertility journey can be so lonely sometimes, and I wanted to make this video to reach out to people that are going through IVF or IUI, just infertility in general, to just say, you are not alone. It's gonna be okay. There's so many people out there that are going through the same thing. You know, just keep on exploring many options out there for conceiving. And if you've already chosen the one that works for you, just have hope. So I'd like to share with you what is an IUI. It is a process where a sperm is placed into a woman's cervix. The sperm is deliberately placed into the woman's cervix right next to the fallopian tubes. This process is done to help the sperm not to travel too far to reach the fallopian tubes. So when the lady is ready to ovulate, the sperm will be right there, ready to just bam, let's go, let's make this baby. IUI is usually encouraged in women that have PCOS and struggle, or just any kind of struggle getting pregnant, or people that have endometriosis or just unexplained infertility. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. I'll put my story right here. You can check it out at the end of this video. So having PCOS makes it even harder to be able to conceive. But not everyone has the same symptoms for PCOS. Not everybody has an issue to get pregnant. It affects us differently. Your PCOS might affect you differently than my PCOS affects me. So right now, we know that most women with PCOS do not ovulate. And if you do ovulate, it's like once in a blue moon. For me, I don't know when I actually ovulate. It's all over the place. However, I do know that I have the ability to conceive because I do have a child that I conceived. So we know that I do ovulate. It's just a matter of knowing exactly when does that take place in my cycles. Is it once in a blue moon? We don't know. The answer to that is unclear. That is why we have decided to try to reach out to a specialist. We tried for a while without any help, and we knew, all right, it's not happening, so we need to reach out to a professional. We found a really nice fertility specialist. This is the first time I've actually had a specialist or a doctor in general that sits there literally and listen to you and take what you say in order for them to help you better. If we could just have most doctors that do that and listen to patients as I'm telling you what my body is doing, because if you think about it, most women with PCOS, our bodies play tricks on us. We don't even know half of the stuff that's going on in our bodies. So when I'm able to sit there and relate to the doctor what's going on, and sometimes I feel this, sometimes I feel this, and he's like, okay, I think we can do this with and this and this with the information that you're giving me. It makes me feel so good that, okay, at least somebody cares. You know, at least somebody is taking into consideration how I feel and how I'm providing this information for them to help me. Instead of just saying, here's the metformin, here's the birth control, exercise and lose weight, and you should be fine. There's so much that goes into PCOS than just those three things. For us to start the process, we have to go through the process like everybody else. He had to be checked. I had to do ultrasound. I had to get some blood work just to make sure we check everything, that everything is clear before they start putting you on medication. One of the things that I brought to the doctor was a concern about my vitamin D, because I've been reading, your girl been reading a lot about vitamin D. I found out that there's a connection between PCOS and vitamin D deficiency, a connection between not being able to conceive and vitamin D deficiency. So I wanted to know if my PCOS is triggered by that as well. So I needed to know those numbers in order for me to know what can I do better with my supplements, being outside and all of that, to just kind of help my vitamin D. And he was impressed. And I was like, yes, I did my homework. So yeah, I got the blood work done. Everything was good. We got the green light. Vitamin D was great. So we got the green button. We were gonna start the medication. The medication that they put me on was letrozole. This medication is also known as, I think it's called Femera. So when you take this medication, I had to take the medication day 3 to day 7. It's for 5 days within your cycle. So day 3 of my cycle to day 7, that's 5 days. And then after that, you have to get your blood drawn to check if you're ovulating, or if, you check your hormone levels and stuff that they check for. And then you come back and do another ultrasound to just check if, are you responding to the medication? Are your follicles responding to the medication? And, the doctor had told me, I don't expect anything to happen in a month, like right away. So, but we're going to go ahead and just go full force. And I had to go through all of that. And I came back to check if the follicles responded. And unfortunately, they did not. At this point, I made him aware about, one of my other problems that I think I know I have. It has never been confirmed by a doctor, but I know that I'm resistant to medication. So any kind of medication, if I take medication and it works, and I keep taking it and it works, eventually it stops. So I told him about that, and he actually listened. So we tried the second time, same thing. The follicles were there, but they were not good enough. So this is the second time trying. So we tried again, and this time around, there was some kind of, the follicles were there and they were responding. But he was just like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you a different brand. I'm going to give you Clomid on top of this. Just so we just, we just go, what is it called? Aggressive. And then come back in a few days, and then we can check again. So I did that, got the medication and all of that. So now I have, these medications have side effects. The side effects for letrozole is headaches, bloating, and as well as, hot flashes. So for me, it was the hot flashes and a little bit of the headache. But let me tell you, when I felt those side effects, I was like, yes, I'm feeling side effects, which means the medication is working. Bring on the side effects. I'm good. I'm okay. If I'm feeling it, that means it's working. I could take all the side effects. I'm fine. As long as I know that it's working, I'm good. So anyways, I went back for the ultrasound where they have to check everything. Oh my goodness. There were 2 beautiful eggs, fully formed, developed, and just ready to go. Like, even the nurses were so excited because, like the nurse that comes in to help the doctor, she was like, yes, you got the eggs. You got the eggs. You got the eggs. So everybody was happy. Okay. And I'm just like, I got eggs. They're good. This doesn't happen all the time. So I was still processing. All right. So mind you, I forgot to mention that the few days before he told me to come back to take the medication and then come back, he had said, you want to go ahead and do IUI? And I was like, what is an IUI? Honestly, I didn't really do my homework that well. I didn't really, do my homework the way I would do my homework and check exactly what is it, what are the side effects, does it work, does it not, statistics, everything. I didn't. And so when I went back, when I went back the second time, and bingo, I had follicles. Everything happened so fast. The doctor's like, all right, so I think that we are going to go ahead and give you a trigger shot today. And is it possible that you can come for an IUI tomorrow? I'm like, what? Tomorrow? Like, me? Okay. So I'm just like, hello, you gotta bring your swimmers tomorrow so we can, shoot. Because I'm just like, yes, now is the time. How much? Let's get this baby right now. And so anyways, so we scheduled that. It was the next day. I showed up. Hello. Hi guys. So today is the day that I'm getting an IUI. I am just waiting on the doctor to come in so we can get this going. I'm a little nervous, but it's about to go down. So hopefully, positive vibes from here on. You'll be hearing that I'm pregnant or not. It's the most uncomfortable feeling ever. Then I had to lay there for like 20 minutes or something before I left. They were like, don't move. So I'm just sitting there like, so I went through all of that. The antagonizing part about this whole process, you have to wait for 2 weeks before you can test if you're pregnant or not. Now, your sister over here is not patient with testing. See? When it comes to testing, I have all kinds of tests everywhere. I have tests in my car, in the glove compartment. I have tests in the bathroom by the garage. I have tests in the spare bathroom. I have a test in the kids' bathroom. I have a test in my bathroom. I have tests everywhere. So just in case, I need to test, I got it. I'm covered. Having to wait for 2 weeks was like, okay, all right. So anyways, 2 weeks comes and I have to test. But now I'm terrified. I'm just like, no, I'll test tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do this, because I'm just like I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to handle it. And honestly, I was scared that it was going to say yes, or if it was going to say no. I just was terrified. And so I put up testing and just like, no, day one, and my period, I missed my period. So I'm just like, okay, so all right, I'll test tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the period is going to come. I'll test tomorrow. So I wait again, and and the third day, I'm just like, I don't want to test. So now I've missed my period 3 days. I'm 3 days late. And on the other side, they're like, yep, you're definitely pregnant. You've just test already just to confirm. So now I have to confirm this, but I'm just like terrified. So I got up the next day, the day of the test. I get up and I'm getting ready to go test, and I go to the bathroom and I'm like, yes. I sit down and hello, Mother Nature. It was on my period. So yeah, that was very sad. I don't even think it was sad per se, or I don't know. I don't even think it was sad or discouraged. I don't know how to explain it. What I know is that I think I felt numb at this point because of so much testing. Not only am I testing for pregnancy, I'm always testing for if I've ovulated or not. And I think sometimes the stuff doesn't work because of the hormone, the hormones that I have because of my PCOS. So yeah, I was devastated, and no, I was numb. I wish that I had done my homework when it comes to IUI. There's a chance that IUI won't work. They have a 5% of it being successful. I didn't know that. If I knew this, I would have been mentally prepared that this might not work. Poor quality sperm cells may not be motile and strong enough to reach the fallopian tubes. The timing. If there is no sperm present within 12 to 24 hours of ovulation, the egg present in the fallopian tube will disintegrate. Endometrial lining. If the endometrial lining is not proper, the fertilized egg will be unable to get embedded in the cavity. Ovulation-related issues. In case of ovulation-related issues or lack of ovulation, there will be no egg cells produced for fertilization. I hope that my video does not discourage you from trying to get an IUI. If you are on the journey of trying to conceive, I am sending you some baby dust your way and some positive vibes. Keep on baby dancing. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.